Here we are, it's Monday the 21st of November, and with most of the main arable field work done, our sights are turning towards some of our conservation areas of land around the farm. And this is quite a special bit of ground here. We've been farming it for about the last 10 years for lapwings, and what we're trying to create here is like a spring seed bed, so quite rough, lumpy sort of finish to it. And we're doing that with a really old set of 2B Simba discs. This is about the only job they get used for, really. And Derek's just running them over, and it's sort of just chopping up and mixing up the grass and a few thistles and bits of clover that have been growing here over the last season. We don't want it to become too thick because the lapwing won't be able to move their chicks around particularly well. It needs to be quite open, and as you can see going up this way, just in the distance is my truck. Well, we've got some quite open land down here, and that's good for keeping the predators away and some of the corvids, the sort of crows and rooks, which will create quite a problem for some of the young lapwing chicks as they're making their first steps into the world. So we try and do this job twice a year. If we can do it in October or November, with a little field mouse there, then that's good. And then if we can possibly get back in the spring just to disturb some of the grasses again before they get established, that's all well and good. But we've got to be quite careful with the timing there. Obviously we've got to wait for the lapwing, make sure there's none of them that have already set up home here. And if they have, then we just don't do it. So we'll try this year, I think, if we can, to get a sprayer in here and just spray some of these grasses off so that it doesn't get too thick. And this next area here is a sort of a reedy area, which we don't touch with the discs. There's another disced up area there, and then there's another one just over there. And this area we actually top through these reeds just to try and open it up a little bit. And in the winter, this will become quite boggy, quite marshy, and that will stay through most of the summer. So again, a really good habitat for insects, which will then provide food for the lapwing chicks. And over in the field in the distance there, we've actually left a 1 hectare unplanted but cultivated section, again to try and provide nesting sites. That's in the arable field, away from this area, slightly isolated, away from the headland and away from tram lines, where the predators can wander up and down. And hopefully we should have some healthy populations of lapwing here next spring.